Do we want to explain things or just toss it back into the deep end here?
What would you prefer, Epoch?
Just explain stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So, oh gosh. First thing, there's gonna be orbs that spawn. These are sea orbs that drop down from the ceiling. They um, they spawn on the four cardinal locations. So like this pad here. Actually, let me
Yeah.
get my
My spear didn't go far enough.
let me get my thingy, my marker. So that pad, that pad, this pad, and the far pad over there in the back. So they're going to be
Okay.
orbs that drop, and if they hit the ground, it's a group wipe. And what we need to do is that we need to hit it with a direct damage ability. So a light attack could work. Just basically anything. Just direct damage ability. And once you hit it, it'll bounce back up. Once it reaches the top, it'll drop down again. So basically, we just have to keep bopping these orbs until the fight is over. I'm telling you this now, but as a DPS, you shouldn't have to. The supports will get the orbs. So during the normal phase, I will get this orb, the one that's on entrance, and then Brinks will get the other three orbs. So you shouldn't have to worry about it, except when Brinks gets the soul split mechanic. So that's the next thing I'll explain, soul split. The boss will pick two players at random, will not be the tank. So just one of you three, two of you three. He'll pick two people and basically tear out your soul. And your soul is going to, when that mechanic happens, just watch your character carefully. What's going to happen is that there's going to be kind of a orange ball that shoots out of your body. That's your soul. And you chase that orange ball and run into it as quickly as possible. While you are missing your soul, you cannot be healed. You cannot shield. So don't bother trying to shield or heal or anything. You're going to take damage until your soul is recovered. So at that point, you just run as fast as you can.
Your soul will be a little golden guy running around on one of the
it's going to look
45
like a
degree
so
octagons over.
So
The ones by the windows.
So yeah, we have the orbs on the northwest, on the northeast, west, south paths. So these are going to be northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So they're going to be these paths. Those are the.
I think we did figure out when we were doing this on Wednesday. It always goes to the one furthest
It goes.
from
Yeah,
you.
it goes to the pad that's furthest away from you.
So you want to get right towards the middle.
Yeah, towards
way
the middle,
that-
because then you'll
when
be
you do
equidistant to all the pads, and you'll have a fighting chance to get to any pad. If you're not in the middle, then the farther away from the middle, the farther away you have to run, and you really do not have a lot of time. You just have to book it. I think people were slotting celerity for this. You
Yeah.
don't need major expedition. Celerity should be enough, but if you can major expedition, that would be easier, I guess. Yeah. If you have major expedition, you don't need celerity. If you have celerity, you don't need major expedition. So just pick one of those two, whichever works best for
Oh,
you.
slot hurricane.
Okay, that's fine too.
It's close enough.
Yeah, that's minor expedition, which is 10%, which is the same as celerity, so that's good. So we've talked about soul split. We talked about orbs.
Yeah.
Fear.
That one's pretty self-explanatory because the add-on tells you what to do. It'll tell you to turn away, and when that does not mean turn your camera away, that means turn your character model away. Your camera can still be facing the boss as long as your character model is not facing the boss. So just make sure your character model is faced away from the boss until the fear goes away. And you don't have to like turn away immediately. You can like if you want to be a bit sweaty and optimize it, you can turn away at the last second. Just make sure you turn away when at the moment the bar fills up. Split phase. So 75%, 25%, the boss is going to split into 4 copies. Now this is the thing that I want to try a new strategy with. In split phase, I will take this boss. I will camp this boss and I will keep this boss bashed. And while I'm there, I'm also going to interrupt this pad and this pad. Okay, so I'll interrupt this boss and I'll get these 2 pads. Brinks, can I have you take that pad over there? So basically the pad that's opposite of me, and interrupt the and get the orbs on those 2. So basically you get the interrupt on there and get the orbs. And I think it should be pretty easy because you should be able to reach both orbs from melee of the, like if you're melee on there, you should be able to reach both orbs.
Yeah.
So we'll try to just go for all the interrupts. AJ, could I have you take that pad? You kill it and interrupt it. And APOC, I want you to take this pad here.
Okay.
You'll just kill the shade and interrupt. And then once you're done, once your shade dies, just go and go to one of the other pads and kill the shades. But that's how we'll do it initially, and then once all the 4 shades are dead. Next mechanic, 50%, you're going to be sent into the afterlife is what the mechanic is called. 50% is afterlife. It's actually a really easy mechanic and kind of a nice room for a breather. So you're going to be, your whole screen is going to turn gray and stuff. And in afterlife, you're going to be taking dot damage and you cannot heal or shield. The only way to stay alive in afterlife is that there are going to be these ghosts that spawn at random locations. They're going to be they're going to look a lot like your soul from the soul split mechanic, and they're going to be a ghost and they have a kind of a glowing. There'll be a glowing ghost and they have a circle around them. What you need to do is just run into them and touch them, and every time you touch them, you get a nice big heal, and that's how you stay alive. Is that you basically seek out all the ghosts. There is an achievement for everyone getting every ghost.
I think it's 5 per.
I didn't count, but
I actually don't know.
yeah. So that's your first priority, is to not die. So basically, make sure you get your ghosts. Next thing is, as a bonus, there are going to be these kind of ads that are swimming in. They have no health. They have 36 health. So you just touch them with anything. It's basically like Beside downstairs. It's exactly like Beside downstairs. You just touch them, like light attack them, or what you can do is that you can put down like a blockade or whatever, put down your wall, and they'll just die when they touch it, instantly die.
So they come from the windows, so they
Yeah.
come from 4 directions.
Yeah, they come from
so
the
I find
windows.
it best to ground out like 2 of them and then just move between the other 2.
Yeah. So they come from the windows and they'll try to move to the middle, and the more of them move to the middle, the stronger the flesh abomination is at when we leave that phase. Okay, so that's like the easiest part of the fight. Just grab the ghost to stay alive, and when you're able, try to kill as many of the floaty things as you can. But don't worry too much about it if you don't get them. If you don't get them, it just
Hopefully.
if you don't get them, it just makes the tank's life harder. So it's whatever.
Yeah, in hard mode it doesn't really matter. Like the health is pretty consistent. You need to get like every single ghost to chunk its health even a little bit. So
I think it's even I think it's still possible to downgrade it to a flesh atra, but I think you have to like pretty much get out all of them.
yeah, so
Okay.
don't stress if you
Yeah,
can't.
don't stress about it. Just stay alive. After that, we're gonna get a flesh abomination. We're gonna come out of that phase, and we're gonna get a flesh abomination. Single target the flesh abomination. We want to make sure the flesh abomination dies before the boss hits 40% health. So single target
Yeah.
that. Once flesh abomination dies, it's just everything else is stuff that we've seen before. There's no execute mechanic. It's just rinse and repeat everything that we've seen, and
There's one more split phase at 25%,
Yeah,
but
but
it's exactly the same as the one at
exactly the same as
75.
So once flesh bomb dies, everything is smooth sailing. Watch out for kind of it's kind of like it's a streak of yellow energy that comes out of your
And you
Yeah.
can kind of cheese it if you want to, like, go to that center octagon and just stand in one of the directions facing the edge and know it'll be the opposite one. So like,
Yeah.
if you stand in that corner,
Mhm.
like the front left corner, you know you're going to the back right corner.
Yep.
is where it's going to go. Like,
Yeah.
you two just split there, then you just kind of cross and go, because it always goes to the furthest
Yeah.
from you.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you'll find that there is a lot going on in this fight. Yeah, if he doesn't pick me, usually we'll be able to push him to 75 without a curse, but if he does, I find it's best to push one curse out, because otherwise it's kind of bait.
Yeah. So,
Alright, split first.
okay, this should be easy since we only have 2 orbs. Get the bashes.
Once done.
Once you're stunned, just go to one of the others.
We'll get a curse after this. Not an infallible strategy.
I actually like the
Didn't
bash
go.
method now. Like I like
Didn't
that.
go.
I like that over
Yeah.
behind your
Ooh,
base.
sock.
Haven't seen the Sork one yet.
Okay, it just puts out small AoEs, and they don't
Yeah,
last
this
for that
one
long.
is very easy. %50 in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushed.
Stay out of the middle before we go into this phase.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the afterlife phase, the middle is basically a one shot, so don't touch that little black shit.
Yeah.
So find the little ghosts and just touch them, and as you can, try to kill some of the black ghosts. There.
Oh wait, I can see your OD support icons in the afterlife room. That's funny. It's at least 6. Trying to count.
Single
Alright,
target
laser
action.
this save one.
Single target action.
Yeah, there are no orbs here, right?
Yeah, we don't have orbs. We don't want orbs, so don't push the boss.
Purging.
I'm just gonna leave the boss in our circle since we actually don't care if the boss heals up.
Yeah. This is a, let's say, abomination as well, so watch out for it. Big slam.
My soul splitting.
No orbs right now?
Yep.
Yep.
Point out.
He's pushed. Alright, no curse.
Remember, we have all 4 orbs up once.
Okay.
Get to your sides, get the bashes, and
Sorry, mine went out. I got popped by the Nova.
Missing one is fine. Right? So as long as
Yeah.
you get 2 of them missed it. Because one is only 10k health, that's not too bad.
Yep,
to keep
yep.
out of. Wow, I like this so much more than dodging. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
It's almost like it's the intended mechanic.
Alright, curses, and it's just a straight burn to execute now.
APOC agent.
Just.
Reposition your boss.
You know, if it fears while I have to run away from it, not the worst thing in the world.
Well, it does a lot of damage while you're feared, and also, like, there's other mechanics because you can't do anything while feared. Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Not too
very
bad.
easy.